Hi, I'm Adam. I'm the product manager for Jackson and Charvel in Europe. Welcome to the virtual custom shop event. We have 14 unique special one-off guitars from the Jackson and Charvel custom shop, each designed especially for the EMEA area. As I said, there's 14 of them, so let's get on with it. This is a Charvel DK22. And the DK, of course, referring to the classic dinky body shape. The body itself is older and it has an aged natural finish, which is heavily relicked. The pickup set on this guitar is a Seymour Duncan 59 at the neck, and we have a Bill Lawrence L500 model at the bridge. The bridge is a chrome-plated Floyd Rose, which is top-mounted and has the matching locking nut, of course. Chrome-plated tuners up the top there as well. The neck itself is quarter-sawn maple with a lovely tight-grained piece of ebony on the fretboard, which has a compound radius and mother-of-pearl inlays. The pickup set is controlled by the master volume, the master tone and the three-way switch in the usual way. It has a nice dressed-away heel here for high access to those frets, and it's just a great-looking workhorse guitar for rocking, for shredding. So that is the Charvel DK22 in aged natural heavy relic. This is a Charvel DK24, the DK of course meaning the dinky body shape, which is a classic Jackson and Charvel body shape. Slightly smaller all around, so it's easier to wield on stage. This particular one is finished in a heavy relic finish on the black, and you can see the ash body grain showing through really rather beautifully. We have outfitted this particular one with bare knuckle pickups, so we have a supermassive at the neck and a black dog at the bridge. Talking of the bridge, it's a Floyd Rose. It's recessed, so you can get good upbend on that bridge, obviously with the locking nut in combination. The neck itself is caramelized maple quarter sawn, and it has a compound radius ebony board on there, no inlays, really tight grained wood, so that looks really beautiful and clean cut. It plays amazingly, it sounds great, it looks great, it's lightweight, it has a dressed away heel, it's just a really great guitar. That's the Charvel DK24 in black heavy relic. This is a Charvel San Dimas Style 1 guitar, and this particular example, as you can see, is finished with this wonderful red sparkle finish, which has been tastefully and heavily relicked. A really great looking guitar. Stage ready, this guitar is really going to catch those stage lights and make you stand out as the front man of any band you're in. We've got the matched headstock there as well. Just really wonderful looking, really in the spirit of the original Charvel mod shop. You have the Floyd Rose at the back here, you have the locking tuners for really quick string changes. The pickup set is a rather wonderful combination of the Seymour Duncan full shred at the neck and an EVH Wolfgang at the bridge, controlled with the three-way switch and the master volume. Just a great stage-ready guitar for the showman and for the technician. It plays great, it looks great, it sounds great. It's the Charvel San Dimas Style 1 in red sparkle heavy relic. This is a Charvel San Dimas Style 1, and it's a bit of a nod back to a famous guitar from the 80s. We have several beautiful features on here, including the highly flamed maple top with the alder back, and that is finished in the amber lager burst finish, NOS style, beautiful glossy finish. The single pickup at the bridge here is an EMG, which is controlled with a single volume control, really nice simple setup. The bridge is a Charvel NOS brass bridge with a brass block in the back. The neck is quarter sawn maple, and it has a rosewood fretboard on with compound radius and outfitted with stainless steel frets and a bone nut. At the top here we have Schaller locking tuners in gold plating. Really spectacular looking, smart, classy, and yet rock and roll beast. That's a Charvel San Dimas Style 1. This is a really cool take on a Charvel San Dimas Style 1. It has a heavy relic finish on the Olympic white, and it has, which is quite unusual for this style of guitar, binding around the body, which is in this case gold sparkle. As you can see, really quite spectacular finish on there. It's outfitted with 2 gold topped EMG pickups, which are controlled by a master volume and a 3-way switch. Active circuitry, of course. At the back here we have the NOS Charvel brass bridge. The fretboard is a really beautiful piece of very tightly grained dark ebony with mother of pearl inlays. It has a quarter sawn maple neck, and up the top we have the gold plated tuners and the colour matched headstock. So just really super cool, slightly alternative version of the classic Charvel San Dimas Style 1. This is a Charvel SoCal Style 1, and this particular example is finished in this absolutely amazing extreme heavy relic finish with a shell pink. And it's over an ash body, and the ash grain is just showing through the relic finish there. It's just amazing looking piece. You can see around the back how tastefully it's done. Even though it's labelled extreme, it's still just awesome. It's outfitted with the classic pickup set of a JB at the bridge and a 59 at the neck. And augmented with a classic Strat stack in the middle, all Seymour Duncan of course. They are operated by the 5-way switch and the master volume, and we also have this kill switch here for those cool stuttery effects. At the back you have the Charvel NOS brass bridge, all brass construction, brass block around the back, just sounds and looks really cool. Combined with at the top of the neck the locking tuners, you have a really stable tuning and easy to restring as well of course. The neck itself is caramelized quarter sawn maple and it has a compound radius and is just a super cool looking neck. It feels great, plays super fast as you'd expect, and adds just to the overall cool vibe of this amazing guitar. So that is a Charvel SoCal Style 1 in extreme heavy relic shell pink. This is a Charvel SoCal Style 1, and it's finished in this really amazing heavy relic surf green finish, which is offset with the white pickguard. Mounted into the white pickguard we have the now classic super distortion from Damasio at the bridge and a Damasio True Velvet pickup at the neck position there. They're controlled by a 3-way switch and a master volume. At the back here we have the Floyd Rose bridge, which is top mounted, and it's obviously paired up with its usual locking nut at the top of the neck there. Talking of the neck, we have a quarter sawn maple neck with a rosewood fingerboard, which has a compound radius and stainless steel jumbo frets. Just a super cool guitar, as I say, just beautifully relic, really tasteful, amazing. So that's the Charvel SoCal Style 1 in heavy relic surf green. Here we have a Charvel SoCal Style 1 in this fantastic gloss orange finish, which is set off beautifully with the matte black pickguard. It's a simple stripped down rock and roll machine, so it has a single pickup at the bridge, which is a Seymour Duncan parallel access pickup controlled by the single volume control there. At the neck we have a one-piece quarter sawn maple neck with a compound radius fretboard, lumen lay side dots on the front, skunk stripe around the back, and a Graphtec nut up the top here. Also around the back we have these locking tuners, all black hardware, jumbo frets, and just a serious machine for playing power chords and generally jumping about. Really cool guitar, SoCal Style 1 Charvel. This is a Jackson Kelly, and this particular example is finished in this beautiful red burst finish over the quilted maple top. The body wings are ash and the neck is quarter sawn maple. On top of the neck we find a compound radius ebony fretboard with jumbo frets, and it has the black-faced headstock with the Abalone Jackson logo. As I mentioned, the neck is maple and it's a through body construction, so the maple neck goes all the way through to the back, which is for superior sustain and also for easy access to the top frets on the neck. The pickup in this particular guitar is a Seymour Duncan Black Winter, which is operated with a single volume control. The bridge is a studded Adjustomatic, which has a string through arrangement at the back for really rock solid tuning, and it's just a great overall metal guitar. That's the Jackson Kelly in Red Burst. This is a Jackson Kelly, and this particular one has this rather spectacular finish with the gold hardware offsetting the spalted maple top with the Ivoroid binding. Just a really outstanding looking guitar. The pickups on this are the classic combination of the JB and the 59 Seymour Duncan with the metal covers. You have an Adjustomatic bridge with the string through at the back here. Pickups are controlled by the master volume, the master tone and the three-way switch. The neck is quarter sawn maple and it has an ebony fretboard with these abalone shark fin inlays. The fretboard is of course compound radius. Up the top here we have the reverse Jackson headstock with the abalone logo, gold-plated locking tuners. This particular guitar has neck through construction, so the maple neck goes all the way through the body for ultimate sustain and also superior access to the top frets. So that's a Jackson Kelly with spalted maple top in a natural finish. This is a Jackson King V, and as you can see it's finished in this spectacular red crackle finish. All over the body, it's a hand done finish, so completely unique even if you saw another guitar in this finish, which is pretty rare in itself. This one is fitted with a single Seymour Duncan Nazgul pickup, which is controlled with a single volume control. It has a recessed Floyd with the locking Floyd nut at the top. The fingerboard is ebony, the neck is quarter sawn maple, and of course the fingerboard is compound radius. It has stainless steel frets on there and the shark fin inlays. The neck is a through body construction, so it's maple all the way through, and the wings are alder on either side. And of course you have amazing access to the top frets there because of both the design and through neck construction. So just a really serious guitar, looks outstanding. That's the Jackson King V in Red Crackle. This is a Jackson Randy Rhoads model RR24. It was the original shape from Jackson, the one that started it all really. This particular finish is Aztec gold, and it's a beautiful metallic finish which is offset with these black bevels. The neck on this model is maple, quarter sawn of course, with a compound radius, and maple fingerboard with the black inlays and black binding. The bridge on this particular guitar is a recessed Floyd with the locking nut. The headstock is black faced with the colour matched logo. The pickup on this one, really simple setup, just a bridge pickup. It's a Fishman Fluence ceramic pickup which has a single volume control, but hidden in the volume control is a voice switching with the push-pull switch. So that's a really great little feature there to give you a little bit of extra hidden versatility. What a great guitar. So that's the Jackson Randy Rhoads RR24 in Aztec Gold. This is a really perfect example of what you think about when you say Super Strat. This is a Jackson Soloist SL2 in charcoal frost metallic. It's outfitted with two Seymour Duncan blackout pickups which are active. It has a Floyd Rose which is recessed, so you have the full movement on that Floyd. The neck is quarter sawn maple with a really nice piece of ebony on the board there, which is compound radius. It has no inlays for a really clean look. but it does have lumen laid dots on the side so you can see where you're going on a dark stage. You have that really cool reverse headstock, which have locking tuners on them for quick string changes. And being a soloist, of course, it's a neck-through guitar, so you have this dressed-away heel for full access to all of the frets. It's a perfect modern metal guitar. It's the Jackson SL2 Soloist in Charcoal Frost Metallic. This is a Jackson Soloist SL2, and it's a really kind of unique one. It has this Olympic white finish, which is heavily relicked, and it's bound all around. Bound on the body, bound on the neck, bound on the headstock with this gold sparkle binding and multiple purfling for a really spectacular look. Combined with the gold plated hardware, it has a reverse 81 headstock, with the 3-side headstock up there. The pickups are a set of EMGs, active pickups with the master volume, master tone and a 3-way switch. The bridge is a recessed Floyd Rose, again gold plated with the locking nut. It has ebony fretboard with the small piranha inlays, beautifully relicked on the back of the neck, and while I'm showing you the back, of course, it being a soloist, it has a neck through body with a dressed away heel for ultimate access to those top frets. Just a really amazing looking piece and just a wonderful guitar. That's the Soloist SL2 from Jackson in Olympic White Heavy Relic.